Well, it's finished. So it's a nice sunny morning. So I'm about to go and do the necessary taxing and then take it for a ride. I'll just take it for a quick wander around. So there's a few bits and pieces that needed attention when I got the bike. So on the back here there were some scratches on this top surface and some scratches on the seat cowl and a mark around here, and some more marks in this decal here, which was a tad annoying to me. Now the decals on these aren't lacquered in. The only ones that are lacquered in are the ones on the tank. So I've done some paint rectification on this, and basically all the marks have been removed. As you can see, there's no scratches, there's no marks, it's all done. And I've lacquered those, so they're all lacquered in nicely, so they won't peel off, which is all good. It's currently sporting a set of reverse cone silencers, which I'm not too sure about the look, to be honest with you, but they do make a nice noise. The rear wheel, as you know, had got a number of marks in it, and really there was no option for me but to paint that. I've had all the rear drive out and the swinging arm off and the hugger off, so it made sense to do it while I got it out. So that's all been repainted. The final drive's been stripped and refurbished. There's nothing wrong with it. It's been repainted, make it look nice, as is the swinging arm and the hugger. So it all looks nice and neat. All the footrests and the hangers have all been sorted out, repainted, stainless steel fixings put back in. The rear mudguard's being reinstated with the original rear light, and I bought some original indicators. I personally just think they look nicer than the aftermarket things. Pork chops have been off and repowder coated again. Everything's been replaced with stainless steel fixings. There was nothing wrong with the side panels. I've just added a little decal there for myself. Engine and gearbox all been checked, all good. A whole lot's been repainted. Cylinder heads have been off and been repainted. I stripped all the failing surface on the air intake clamps and polished them back to stainless steel rocker bolts. The exhaust has been polished within an inch of its life, including a collector underneath. I fitted a Guzzi Bryan belly pan. Actually comes bare, there's no grills in it. I fit the grills because I think it just finishes it, looks nice, and I think the belly pan finishes the bike. Alternator cover needed repainting. That was black, it should be silver on this bike. Horns have all been refurbished, stripped and repainted, as has the rectifier and the oil cooler. And as you can see, I've done all the brake lines as well. Calipers have been apart, been checked and cleaned. I've detailed the Brembo on the caliper, just think it looks nicer. Forks, as you know, there was a nasty scratch in the bottom of one of these fork legs, which is now gone. Oil's been changed, seal's been changed. Didn't do anything with the front wheel, that was all good. This front mudguard, as with all of them, with the carbon ones, people don't tend to pay them any attention and they fade. So this one's been polished back up, so it all looks nice. There wasn't anything wrong with the front cowling, save a few little scratches underneath here, which I've polished out. And all these decals they collect dirt around the edges because they're not lacquered in. So that's all been cleaned off and made to look nice again. So front indicators all done, mirrors stripped, repainted, fitted back on, as with the brake levers and the bar ends. I replaced the shortcut heated grip on this side, and I took the throttle cable out because it was binding when I put the new one on, and the reason it's binding is because the cable was routed really badly, and there's an adjuster inside this which allows you to lengthen that so it doesn't bind. So now it snaps back as it should do. Starter cover was cracked, quite badly damaged. I couldn't source a second-hand one, so basically I jigsaw pieced all the bits and pieces back together, and then I've refiberglassed the back and then given it a nice new coat of paint so that it all looks good. So all in all, very happy bunny. Looks very pretty. Oh sorry, and the other thing was these nasty scratches on the tank. I had this done by Dream Machine, who've made a lovely job of getting rid of them. They were too deep for me. There comes a time when you have to know your limits, and yeah, I got them to do it, and yeah, it all looks lovely. So it's all ready to rock and roll and fire up, which I'll do now in a separate video.